All right, check. Y'all tuned in to another episode of the LABL podcast presented by Leading Be Legendary, and I'm your host, Name Tag Alexander. Check this out. This show is available on all podcast platforms for the most part, but if you're listening to the show on Apple Podcasts, take a second to leave a review and a rating. Trust me when I say it does help out. Just trust me when I say it. Oh, we got the Work, Win, Repeat single that is available, which is done by myself. It features Junie, Junii. I will post the link in the description. It's produced by Black Beethoven. Work, Win, Repeat is basically a mantra to get up, get out, get it, and then go do it again, and then again. It's basically an extension from the Hello Victory project that I released prior to this, which is also produced by Black Beethoven. That's another thing. The podcast is now available on YouTube. So you can go check out all of the latest episodes on YouTube, and please subscribe to the Leading Be Legendary YouTube page. Leave some comments, some likes, share with your folks. Because a lot of people, surprisingly, whether or not it's actual video, will listen to the podcast on YouTube. I guess a lot of people now, they got Chromecast, using the Roku, so they probably just, listening to podcasts from the TV, I guess, or just directly from their phones. Me personally, I just listen on a podcast app, but like I say, subscribe to the Leading Be Legendary YouTube page. Anyway, before we get into this next episode, it's basically featuring a second time guest, JR Swiftz, a producer who was born in Brooklyn, but by way of Virginia. I want to say he spent some time in Carolina as well. However, since the last time we spoke, which I believe was episode number 2, Swiftz has been on his grind. He's been doing a lot. Let's just say he's been working with the Griselda family, Westside Gunn, Conway. I got a feeling Benny the Butcher is going to be next. He's got some work with Elzhi going. I want to say he's got some work with Sky Zoo. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, Swift's been on his grind, man. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to production. Very dope with sampling. Also very dope with, producing his own original compositions for the most part. But we covered a lot, man. A little over an hour's worth. Go ahead, check it out. Let us know what you think. Oh, make sure y'all go order some merch. LeadingBeLegendary.net. Go on the website, ball out, order all the merch. Got the Leading Be Legendary t-shirts. We got the Work, Win, Repeat t-shirts and some other shit on there. But ball out. Anyway, get into this episode. JR Swiftz, the return of the Bearded Gawd.
Let me live out my dream. Let me live out as what I intended to be. If you got me, then I can probably see.
But now talk to me, bro. It's been a minute.
Yeah, man.
It's been a minute, bro.
It's definitely been a minute. Like I said, you was on episode 2. So this we on 53 right now, I want to say. So
you out here going crazy.
Yeah, man. I didn't even realize it till the other day. I was putting some of the episodes on YouTube, and I was like, damn, it's really been literally 50-something episodes. I didn't even realize it. I didn't talk to that many people or just some of the same people, but that many episodes is crazy.
Right.
I ain't never asked you, man. You ever see the Wu-Tang doc that they had of Mike Simeon?
Nah, I never got a chance to check that joint out, man. I really wanted to. Man. Is it on Netflix?
Was it? No, they got it on Showtime.
Okay, yeah. I might have to check that out, man. I heard it was dope.
Yeah, man. I thought about it because I was like, man, he the cat be rocking the Wallabies. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's your lane too, man. It's classic, man. I rock. It was 4 episodes, I think. I rocked with it. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that joint out, bro. Yeah, I stay with the classic Wallabies, man. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. People be trying to cast out, Wallies, man, and you got to keep a clean pair in the closet.
Yeah, man. I can't even find those here. You definitely probably got to order those online.
What?
Definitely got to. Yeah, they ain't got them here. Nope.
Yeah, you probably have to check. Obviously, Clark's, the website, or I would believe if you have Journeys might have.
Yeah, I think about Journeys. We got the Journeys Underground joint. They got some of them at our spot out here, and the one, if you go to, we got this spot out here called Somerset. Mm-hmm. So if you go there, it's the Journeys out there. They got it. I don't think Fairland. It's a spot called Fairland. I don't know if Fairland got a Journey. So I know Somerset for sure, but yeah. Or Oakland Mall, too. Oakland Mall got his Journeys. So, yeah. I didn't even think about that. I never really walked in there to really pay attention to Wiley's, but I like to get my shit online anyway.
That's a fact. You get the exclusive joints because it was mad
Yeah,
Wiley's. It was like a couple Wiley's and a couple desert boots I was gonna cop from them, from Clark's. They had they did a collab with Drake, and the joint was fire. He had a purple pair of desert boots was real clean.
that's
And
hard.
And then now they got like that summertime look, crazy color, like that pastel type, like peach color.
That's hard,
Man, listen, I'm about to go crazy, bro. Crazy.
man. So what's this project, man? I saw you promoting one joint you had up and coming. It was a cat named B Dot.
Yeah, B-Dot from Cali. He was a battle rapper, man. Battle rapper turned artist. Well, I turned into an artist, man. I told him, I was like, do that full time, bro. Like the battle rapper is cool. That's the lane, but if you trying to get your message across the proper way, that's the way to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's we dropped that project. It's been 3 years in the making. So you figure what year we dropped our project?
That was Metal Letter was 2016.
So it was probably a couple months after that.
I could be off. It might have been. I'm pulling it right now while you talking about it. It was
I think it is 2016. That sounds about right.
If so, that's wild, man. That much time don't went by. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like 2016. I want to say it gotta be 2016.
Cause I know it came out in the summertime. Yeah, that was summertime. So probably around that was July. I'm looking at the overview of it now. Yep, July 15th, 2016.
Yo, so probably probably around maybe a couple months after. That's when, because it was towards the winter time me and him started working. So so that's crazy, bro. How much time done passed?
Yeah, man. Internet does that though. It's like we got this technology now, so everything's just like right at our hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you able to access shit so fast. Mm-hmm. So it's not like it's that anticipation just ain't really there no more. And so now you looking up, time just sped by. We gotta be careful with that too.
Yeah, definitely, man. And it's just even from when we dropped our project, how things was being handled even at that time. You figure 2016 that dropped. 2 years ago, me and Dove had dropped.
Oh yeah.
And then at that time it was a weird time because blogs, like you consider, I don't want to say popping, but getting on blogs was like a big thing at that time.
Yeah.
Fast forward, huh?
Yeah, I'm saying like, and then looking at now, it's kind of like
super
blogs damn near non-existent. You know what I'm saying?
Non-existent. Like you really became like fully independent. Like you're not worrying about somebody posting you on a blog site, because at the time, Two Dope Boys still popping, and then it was Two Dope Boys, and it was like two more big blogs that was really jumping. I can't remember.
I know DJ Booth was like doing their thing, and then they stopped. They just doing strictly, they just doing the write-ups now, which is dope. But it's like DJ Booth was like that was a big deal to get your shit on there. Hip Hop DX, even at a time before they started doing a lot of shit for clickbait, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. See, and then that's what I'm saying. I think it was a weird time, man. Like it was a weird time, but from what I was seeing, you really have to get in on these showcases and perform. Like I said, when me and Dove was doing our thing in 2014, I was performing. Like we was doing shows. You know what I mean? Like we had one record where we collabed on, I was rapping and I performed that joint. So it was like building your buzz doing that. Now you can sit at home, you got a studio in your crib, you got YouTube right there, you can learn how to EQ and mix everything right in front of you. Why you want to go pay somebody $30 to $100 an hour?
Exactly. Unless that's just like what you rocking with, that's what you into, that's or everybody got a preference, like I like being in the studio, I like the atmosphere, the vibe. But me, I'm kind of different. It's like I'll go to the studio if I have to, but other than that, it's a home setup. Like for real.
Right, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like from Westside Gunn to there's one dude that I started working with that's in their camp too, El Camino.
Now talk about that. Like, how did that pop off, man? Like, because all of a sudden I just saw you this one you didn't mention. You mentioned a couple, and I'm gonna get into those artists in a second. But this one I don't recall you mentioning. And then all of a sudden I just go on the gram one day, and I'm like, what? It was like you had the project was coming out like the next day, and Gunn announced it, and what was this Hitler? The Hermes joint.
Yeah.
What was it? What volume was this?
That was 6.
Yeah, 6. Okay, I kept saying in my head 4, but it was like with the red cover or whatever. And then next thing you know, he was like, I got a joint on there. And I'm like, oh, okay, this must be coming soon. It dropped tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, how you bagged that? So
right.
like talk about that, man. Now that it's more consistent. I think you got another one with him too, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, with that joint, last year, so what happened with that was I had a beat battle. I was in New York and I had a beat battle. It was my birthday weekend, so I was up there chilling with my queen. Then I had the battle and all that. So what happened was two of the homies sent me like the link to that post, and they was like, "Yo, Wes is looking for joints, and I know you got crazy records that he looking for." I'm like, yo, that email probably filled, bro. But whatever. I'm gonna try my hand. So I sent him. It had to been like 4 or 5 joints. So I was like, man, I made a beat tape, Corner Bodega. So I did a Corner Bodega based on that sound, and then I picked like 2 or 3 joints off the tape, and then 2 joints. Probably 2 or 3 off the tape. Then probably like one or 2 extra, and then I sent the joints to the email, and then shout out to B, but his tour manager hit me, and I didn't know who it was. I was like, yo, he was like, yeah, Wes filling your joint. I'm like, oh, like who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? So I did my research, looked at his page or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, so he is connected. So that's how that happened, and then they, Wes did an Insta story or whatever, and he had mentioned, my name. He was like, yo, this is fire. And
that's crazy.
It went crazy from there. So it went from that to the other homie that's close, you know what I'm saying, that's close by, Flea Lord, shout out to Flea. Went from that, and then they had a record on one of my beats. They had a record together, him and Conway, Flea and Conway had a joint. And that's how that led to Conway.
Man.
Yeah.
So it is a Conway joint. That's why I wasn't sure. I was like, damn, is this just Westside Gunn? Then you just mentioned my man's. I kept saying to myself, like, let me ask him, is it Conway? Did he get one with Conway too?
Yeah. So
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, so I got one with I set out a goal, man. Like I was trying to knock down the trio. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I got Wes, then I end up getting Con. Then it's like, yo, I need Benny.
I'm about to say Benny next. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna happen. That's inevitable.
Oh yeah, of course. Benny next. So, and then I had the trio. But yeah, man, we just been going crazy, and a lot has been happening in between that too. You know what I'm saying? From the post from me and Elzhi.
Man, yeah, because at first I thought it was Pete Rock. I'm like, yo, he collabing with Pete Rock because we talk, but it'd be like few and far in between.
Right.
So it's just like you just post you post shit on there when you doing the beats or everything. It'd be another post. I'm like, yo, dude, is he doing something with Pete Rock? And then I saw what it was that Pete Rock was playing. So talk about that because that's a huge deal, man. Like how did Joy with Elzhi come about?
Social media is funny, bro. So
Power social media, man.
Yeah,
if you use it right.
That's a fact. So, and me saying this, you'll pick up the habit. So around the time of my birthday, I think it was a day or 2 after my birthday or whatever, I had a beat, and I was like, yo, I got to get this to Elzhi. Let me just try my luck. And it so happened when I sent him the link to the beat video or whatever, he was like, yo, this is fire. And then that's how we linked. He shot me, his math or whatever, and that's how we've been chopping up ever since.
Damn, that's yo. And remember, I told you that shit too, because I was like, some shit. I was like, hey, you just gotta send it sometimes, because I was like, shit, that's how you link with me. It just was a matter. And this one, email. This was before like, well, no, social media was a thing. Like just reaching out to people at that time, because I was like, what, 2011, 2012, I would say, and I just kept getting these beats in my emails. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you, Chad. You was like. Yo, you was a little bougie, bro. Like you kind of dug me, bro.
What did I do though? I remember, cause what did I say? I know what I said. I was like, yo, my plate. It was though. I was like, man, my plate kind of full right now. Because at the time when you hit me, we had just dropped the very first album, like the very first indie album. The name is Tag, and then afterward, like immediately after, I had just finished up a mixtape, and then I had just started linking with Nameless. So like, I think at that same time you were sitting on the joint, so I'm like, oh shit, he got some fire, but I don't know what to tell him. See, that's back when I didn't know how to just be like, all right, bet I'm fuck with it. But now it's like, if somebody send me some shit that's dope, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with it, but let's not have a timeline. And what I really should have just said that, because then I froze up. I'm like, yo, I got a lot on my plate right now. I don't know if I can. Because it was funny, because I still got this beat to this day. It was a joint that you got called Cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the first beats. And I'm like, hoo-hoo. I played it for Beethoven. He like, yeah, that shit fire. That shit fire. He was tight. He was like, yo, how old you say my man is? Man, he young. He 20, so he was tight. He's like, yeah, that shit, it's dope. It's dope. He said, you know, when niggas know it's dope, but they kind of they front on it a little bit, but they know it's fire. I'm like, yeah, this shit fire. I said, man, I don't know what to do. I don't want to just sit on it. And then that's, you know, you just kept, and then when you kept sitting them, I was like, all right, I can fuck with something. And I don't know what happened, like, cause how did we just end up like really finally doing a joint though? Like, oh, it might have been like, damn, time was flying fast. It was probably like maybe 2013, 2014, and I did the U joint.
Yeah, that was me and the homie. Like, so what happened with that was how that came about. You know, I was you know what I'm saying, still is a fan of Black Milk. So, I don't know if you remember, bro, but Reverb Nation. I think it's Reverb Nation, bro.
Okay.
So I went on there. And I was like, man, I got this sound. I was trying to find an artist. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to find an artist, and I was like, I want to work with somebody from Detroit. So I'm going through, and I was like, name tag. I'm like, okay, yo, dude got some views.
You found me on Reverb?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dog. I don't even fucking with Reverb like that. That's what's crazy. I probably was then, though. I was probably, like, heavy on there then.
Yeah, and, like, at that time, I was like, let me just go in. Because you got to think, SoundClick was popping, and then Reverb Nation was like super heavy. It wasn't really a platform, and then
it wasn't. That's crazy that you say that.
It wasn't really a platform. I think SoundCloud was just on the up and up.
Yeah.
So I found you on there, and then you work with Black. I'm just like, yo, son, like either he had the bred was crazy, or you know what I'm saying, he got some favorites or something, and then fast forward. You told me, that's fan. But at that time, I didn't know because I was looking for an artist. So I ended up linking with you, and then you was like, yo, now I'm going to play this fool. And then in the midst of that, that's how I met Dove, too. So it was like, it was, at that time, it was super fun for me because I was still trying to find my way. I was making crazy beats. And it just, like I said, a fun but weird time because we really did not have a platform, bro. Like we did.
It wasn't, man. It was hard to get. Like you could get on the blogs then, but it's still like the politics of that.
Super,
you know what I'm saying?
Super politics. Super.
Like that's crazy, man. I did not know Reverb. That made me want to go update my page. Like, yo, niggas might still be watching.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And it was just crazy because I'm like, yo, his sound. I'm listening to the beats. I'm like, his sound like fits so perfect for like so many Detroit artists here. Because remember that one time, shit, we hadn't even started on Metal Letter yet. I think we might have just had like paper at the time, and and I was like, you had a couple. Remember now, this go to show you the type of nigga I am. You sent like 3 beats that was fire, and I'm like, man, he's so fire. I feel like they need to be placed with somebody that could do more for them than I can with this. And I tried to alley oop on the Guilt, and Guilt was like, yeah, man, I just finished the album. I ain't even looking for nothing right now. I'm like, whew.
And speaking of that, on that right there, the fast forward 2019, I end up linking with Guilt off of the Elzhi joint. So he ended up following me back, and I chopped it up with him. He was like, "Yo," because he had did an album recently actually,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yo, this one is crazy." Then he was telling me,
Did you tell him like, yo, Tag sent you some beats before? I shot to you.
I think I did. I think I honestly did. I can't remember. I still got the conversation, but yeah, I'll talk in a minute. But it was love. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yo, you definitely got some heat. Based on the Westside Gunn joint." And I think he checked some of the beats out that was on the page. But that's crazy how things.
The universe, man, it just come. You kept working, so it's like it came right back around.
Right, exactly. So going back to then, 2012, 2013, it was just, I remember that whole conversation. I actually went to Twitter, and I don't know what made me do it, but I was going through like old DMs that I have like over the years, and I was like, damn, look at the progression from I was hitting everybody up trying to work. And then, not being shut down, but it was, like I said, it was a weird time. And I was strictly like a producer's producer. Kind of still am, honestly. But when SoundCloud was popping, I was posting on SoundCloud and all that. But
heavy.
Yeah, heavy. So it was like looking at the progression from when we first chopped it up, and then when me and Doe first chopped it up. Even some of the other artists, like I remember this chick I was working with, she from Texas. And then it was like early on. Like she was on the up and up. And then I go on her page now, shorty verified, got like hella followers. I'm like,
wow.
Damn, that's crazy. So yeah, man, that goes to show if you keep grinding, like it's gonna come back around. It might not be at that particular moment. You might have to fix some bells and whistles in the game, and then it'll come back around later.
That's wild, man. So you said with the whole Elzhi thing, that was just like, again, social media, just like, yo, this fire, and then boom. So like, what y'all got going on? Is that just like a joint or two? Or is it like we talking about like full length, like a full project?
Honestly, I ain't gonna speak too much on that.
Yeah, don't give it away if it's huge, and then people just be like, oh, like I say, nowadays it's like the anticipation fall once they get the full deal.
Right. Nah, it's just, like I learned from my last interview, like just keep shit to yourself or don't give all, you know what I'm saying, all the way through it, whatever. But with this situation, me and El, we just knocking out joints, bro. Like we just gonna knock out joints.
That's the best way to do it, man.
Yeah, like
that's how it started with us. It wasn't really just like, yo, it wasn't like soon as you see the beats, over like, hey man, whole project coming. It was like, all right, this one we about to do this one. We did you, and then shit. I want to say after you, I swear I feel like it was Paper after that.
Could be. If it was that's a big gap in between.
And cause Paper, I did that on. I had the joint called Taglines, and that was 2015. So if the one joint that you was on was Tag Alexander EP, that's when I went to that little crazy ass name change and whatnot. And I had that on there, so that was like 2014 when I did that. Cause remember I was just doing like singles. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna even do a project. I'm gonna just drop singles out, and then I end up doing it as a project anyway. Then after that, like 2015, that very next year after, that's when we had Paper.
Right.
Cause remember I kept asking you about it. You was like, yeah, man, I almost threw that beat away. And I was like, what?
I almost did. It was one of those throwaways, bro. Like. It was one of those joints I was just feeling at that particular time, but then it's like, whatever. And I sent the joint to you, you're like, nah, this is crazy. And then shout out to DDT because he EQ'd that beat something crazy because the snare wasn't hitting. Like,
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, when I had it, I was like, yo, he really like put some oomph in his joint. So
yeah.
Shout out to him. Though.
It's wild, man. Times ain't the same, man. It's wild how when I put that out, and it just was like people's like, "Yo, like man, this right here." I'm like, word, like, yeah, man, nigga. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. So, and then right there, I got gas. I was like, all right, bet we about to do a whole project. I still feel Mail Letter was so slept on, man. I ain't gonna say slept on. I really, and that's when times got different as far as like you really shit like 2016, and this always has been the case, but it's like it started really becoming the case when with marketing online. And that's when I'm like, oh shit, like I said, every project you learn something different. I'm like, all right, you can't do what you did with this particular project because times start changing so fast. And then I got kind of sour. I'm like, dang, man, I felt like niggas really slept on this project, man. But just keep going. We gonna have something else. And then shit, you know, like I said, we already had Down prior to that.
And that was a joint right there. That's still one of my favorite records.
Yeah, man.
I think what happened was, honestly speaking, you know, this is my opinion. From that into Getaway Classics with me and Dove, I think at the time the brand didn't be more involved with PR. That's what had to happen with those particular projects. It needed PR. Versus like now, you don't need no PR. You are your PR. So just and you know, I'm really sitting here baffled, like damn, like that much had changed musically
within like a year.
Right.
Shit, maybe 2 years. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. And then, oh shit, that's another man. See, we ain't really, because you was on the podcast. I was like, I had just kicked out the podcast like 2016. So it's been like, damn, literally what 3 years? That's crazy. Well, almost three. But we did the Ella joint. That again, power of social media. And that's crazy because that was one of them days where I wasn't even about to go on social media. I was just like, man, I don't feel like going on there. It just be too much sometimes. And then I just happened to log on, and you was like one of the first people in the feed. I'm looking like, man, something about it. Like I just heard I heard the sound. I'm like, this was on a height of booed up, like just being buzzing, like just catching wind, like everybody, like it had already been out like for a whole year, but you know everybody started playing it more and more and more, started just picking up steam, and then you flipped it. Like it was funny because at this time, this when niggas was doing like freestyles to the joint. They was like rhyming to the actual instrumental by Mustard. Even I did it. I'm like, shit, let me try it. And it just so happened, I go in there, look, I'm like, what he got going? I said, that shit is fire. And then I was like, but he always dropping the joints in the ground. That's cool. Someone told me to go back. Like, man, go back. I'm like, hey, man, send that. I'm like, send that. Nigga, I was like, all right, I can either do this. Like, I said, if I don't do this immediately, that beat's going to be out of there. So, but then I was like, maybe it won't. I'm literally talking myself into this one. Maybe it won't because the song's so hot and everybody's so concerned with doing the freestyles. I had just put out one. I said, man, fuck that freestyle. I deleted it. Went back. I said, I'm about to take that same verse. I'm going to send that beat. And then remember, because I hit you back up, I said, yo, I need the extended version of that mug. So, shit, man, and there it is. Like it said, because you debated. I think you be saying that one's better than Down.
It's up there. I think Down had different elements.
It's a bop. Down's such a bop.
Yeah, like that's a different feel. That's grown and sexy. That's your, you know what I mean? Like you put on your Gators and you about to go Motown slide some damn.
That's the sundress season joint. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really you gotta like actually put in work to talk to the woman. It ain't just yo, let me DM her real quick. Let me know. You gotta approach her. Like that's that joint.
Right.
Ella joint just more smoothed out.
Right.
Like you caking with her or some shit like that, man. Yeah, man, damn, you like the go-to for the chick joints then now that I think about it.
Yo, I might be. I think, well, I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I play is not full, whatever. We need an R&B album, bro. Like this straight joints that was popping at the time from the 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s. Shit, we could throw Ella on there and just made like an R&B album, bro. And just see like,
hey, starting now. Ain't nothing wrong with an EP of that, you know.
Right.
Have it to him by like next summer or something like that. Cause time, I'm telling you, dog, time be moving so quick.
Man, she might be in July.
Yep.
You know
exactly. I be telling her, man, summer over. Like the way when summer start, it crack on like the 21st. I said, and then it's like after that it's just done because it's so close to the end of June. And then next, July fly by or whatever. And then it's like August. And then once September hit, it's like, yeah, it's done. It's over. summer
Yeah,
ago.
that's it, bro. Like this how I know time flies. You know what I'm saying? Like the joints that I sent to West was I I sent a batch in like May, and then following month I'm at work about to leave, and then he played the song that one of the joints that I sent. I'm like, damn, like, I didn't even know he even picked the joint. I ain't had nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had nothing at all. So I look and I seen, that mention. I'm like, why my shit going crazy right now?
Mhm.
Something had to happen. So I look, I'm like, oh,
Tag you in it.
right. So I'm like, it went crazy. So and then now next week the project out. So that goes to show how fast it's moving. Life
Exactly,
is
man.
moving, man.
Exactly. So what you think, because I see this often now, for whatever reason, it's a thing. And you always see like the back and forths about sampling versus not sampling when it comes to like, producers or whatever, right? What's your stance on that? Because I know you know how to do both. You would play some shit, but then at the same time you gonna be mean with the sample. Like where you stand on that?
I think whatever's dope to that particular producer, do it. For me, I really started like sampling well. I was doing it when I was using this program called Ableton Live,
Yeah.
but I was also would compose something too. But I really started sampling like crazy as of 3 years ago, 2016. So I think if you find a dope sample and able to flip it, do so. You know what I mean? Don't hold back, do so. If you like now the new thing is sample packs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where a person compose. Now that could get tricky from what I'm seeing. That could get
I saw you say something about that on the gram. Like you was like you were saying, like you basically said that actually, like sample packs can be real tricky.
yeah, it can, bro. Like some of the agreements is not clear. Like some would say, if it's a major placement, you gotta share that placement. Like co-production, publishing splits, royalties. You gotta
See,
split
yeah.
that. You
See,
gotta
that's what it
split.
become not fun.
You
You
know,
know?
so so you gotta split that, and then if it's indie, you know, you can holler at the composer or not holler at the composer. It's up to you as the producer because it's indie.
Uh-huh.
Some may want co-production on indie anyway. Some like y'all don't even care. But if it's like that major work, I need that. You know what I'm saying? That credential right there. So that's why I was like, you know what? Okay, what's the other option?
So yeah.
So then you got royalty free samples, which which is good and bad at the same time. It's good because you don't have to deal with the co-production, the royalties, the fees, and none of that. Like you don't got to deal with none of that. You can't get sued, none of that.
Right.
But you just can't say, "Yo, I own the sample. This is my sample." Not like nah. Like I hope you're not a dickhead and try to do that because it's still copywritten.
Yeah.
So the only downside to that is if you know what I'm saying, if it's the original pitch of the sample, and this is what I found out yesterday, like is royalty free really good? Like if it's just as bad
If it's
as
still like the hassle.
right, like I'll just go back to the sample and you know what I'm saying and do catch me if you can type shit.
Yeah, I'll take the hit later.
Yeah, it's like catch me if you can.
And,
So,
and if I'm taking a hit, then technically it's like, yeah, you're supposed to do it right, do it, do the paperwork right and everything, reach out to the composers. But it's like, apparently if I'm getting a hit about this, then it must be performing pretty decent.
right, exactly. So with the royalty free joint, like I said, if you don't change the picture or chop it or nothing, if you try to upload it to YouTube, that ID, that creator ID or whatever,
Yeah.
if YouTube gonna flag you for copyright infringement.
Wow.
So you gotta dispute it and then say it's royalty free. And that's even with Splice. I just found that out about Splice. Everything with Splice is royalty free, but they got another like a company come and hit you and say, yo, it's copywritten. Because what happening is, if I'm using a sample from Splice, somebody else using the same sample from Splice, somebody gonna get hit first for copyright infringement.
Damn.
And then you got to dispute that, and then all right, cool, all right, so it is royalty free, and then your journey be back up. It's kind of like what IG, with IG you post a
and
video.
SoundCloud be on that shit. Like you could upload your own shit. It'd be like this is like if it's already on the platforms, like
Right.
like on Tidal or something.
Mm-hmm.
But you decide that you want to put it on SoundCloud after. It's like they're gonna hit you with that email like, yo, we pulled this down, or we basically like made the track unavailable because such and such copyright, whatever, and you got to fill out this little shit online. Man, it's a hassle. So, cause like when I did this happened when we did Hello Victory again through Soul Spasm, and I had to hit up Soko. Shout out to Soko too. He just got DJ Soko just got a gig with AWOL. That's like a huge, as far as digital distribution, they do the publishing through Cobalt, I want to say. So that's like a huge deal. But when I remember I had to hit him, like, yo, I just uploaded my own shit, and they like, it got to come down because I just, they do it where they like get to whitelist your SoundCloud page to whereas if it's on the platforms and you decide to put it on SoundCloud, they can't hit you for it. I'm like, that shit crazy, man. It's too much. It's a hassle. I get it. But it's like, damn, yo, this is me. I'm uploading this from my own page. Like, what are y'all doing?
Right. So that's that part with royalty free. They hit you, and then you dispute it. I guess you got to send a sample, and they be like, oh, okay, this sample made it came from X, Y, and Z. As long as it's royalty free. Like I know all the royalty free people or whatever, but even my homie gonna compose for me. So he was like, yo, like, let's just go crazy. I compose for you, and then, we'll go from there. So I'm like, all right, bro, like, what you want? He's like, man, like, I see how that sample pack shit could be a hassle.
Yeah.
I don't want no co-production, you know what I'm saying? I don't want none of that. Like, if it's major, all right, hit me. All right, I'm like, yo, why the question? Like, if it's a major platform and it's the sample that you created for me, like we gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? So but he's seen it too. He's seen how much of a stretch that could be. It's like, damn, like, all right, so I gotta split this 50-50, explain the royalties, explain the publishing, and then co-production. And some people may be like, "No, I don't want another nigga name next to mine." Like,
yeah, see, it's like, yo.
Like, so it's like
that shit crazy how that work with just who all get credit for the song. Like if you I always bring this song up as an example, but the Travis Scott joint with Drake Sicko Mode, man, going whatever platform you use, like if you use Spotify, Tidal, whatever. Man, if you go in there and see the song credit, it's so many names in there. I promise to God I saw Ali Shaheed Muhammad. I'm like, what does he have to do with Sicko Mode? Somebody like, hey, he could have mixed it. He could have did a drum on there, like, or they could have sampled something from Tribe that he did, and we just don't know what it is. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. There's so many song credits on the song credits on there is insane.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and me, like, and that's where I have to be up on game on my business, and that's why I come holler at you a lot, because you be knowing, and I got a few people I could go to as far as business, handling business correctly. But I just want to make sure like niggas don't come knocking down my IG like, yo, what up? Nah, I don't want nothing. I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, that's my sample.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's me. That's, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no smoke, because to keep it real, niggas is watching, bro, at this point. You know what I'm saying? So niggas is watching. So I'm like, all right, so this how I'm moving now. And it's, I just know how to move at this point.
Because I saw you speak. I saw you speaking to that on the gram, But then I would be on Twitter or something, and I see like, you know, all the producers that do sample, like, oh man, fuck that, I'm sampling. I say, yeah, but they don't understand, like, coming from you is like you moving up, you moving up as far as your career goes. So it's like they don't understand, like, yo, shit get thick. And I got to really figure this out and maneuver a little different now than how I was before. I could just sample whatever, whether it be royalty free, and just put it out there and not expect nothing to happen.
Right, and that's where, you know, shout out to all my sample based producers, man. Like we run shit out here. Don't let a nigga tell you different, you heard? But now, you know, for me, I always think bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole life, I always play like the underdog. I'm humble. I don't talk my shit. I don't really be on social media talking wild, crazy. I can, but that's not my persona. You know what I'm saying? Like, I play the background. Let me just get my
bread. And then you already got a beard, man. That's enough. We don't need you gotta be out here talking shit. Hey, you got a beard, like damn.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They like, yo, this black man super aggressive. Like, nah, I don't need none of that. So I'm trying to stay low key, and it's gonna be hard because it's like I'm kind of in the limelight now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want that, but I expected it too. So it's like, all right, how can I move? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with the sample-based producers, they like, yo, nah, fuck that, I'm going to continue to sample. Cool, do that. But just know it's at some point in your career, you're going to want to level up.
Yeah.
I've seen or read stories where somebody have a sample joint with Kendrick or Cole or whoever to that magnitude, and they can't play the sample.
Shit, you remember the whole thing with the Marvin Gaye estate with
and that was replayed.
The Robin Thicke joint, they replayed that and they tried to fight it. Like, no, they like, nah, but this bass line though, it's just like, it was like, oh, okay. So
that's what I'm saying. And bro, I was going through it so much, I was like, yo, I don't even want to sample no more. Then I'm like, nah, fuck that. That's what got me here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what got me here to this position. I just gotta know how to move differently. So it's either compose myself, learn like I said, my homie, you know how to play. And I told him like, yo, like teach me a little something so I could get dope to a certain extent and then pick up as I go. So either compose my own samples, or B, you know what I'm saying, he compose and we split whatever later if it's a bigger record, or C use royalty-free samples, and that's that. And just deal with that shit later. Like if you hit with copyright, I just just dispute that. I send a sample that I use, or they send a sample, whatever, and clear it. That's it.
That's something that Beethoven dispute. He pushes all the time, where he say like, yo, just create your own samples and like compose your own music and then sample it. And then you could even like sell it, you know what I'm saying? Like even actually put it out there, like, yo, these are sounds that I created, you know what I'm saying? And just sell it like in a pack. And like people will probably sample. It's the same thing as like the drum kits and everything. Like how you had Illmind, they always do the drum kits and everything. Mm-hmm. Same shit.
Yeah, that's what me and the homie was gonna do. I pitched him the idea. I was like, bro, like you dope. Why you not into the sample pack game and just eat? You could have a collab with. Because this is, like I said, this is how the packs work, is that if you buy a sample pack and you flip a sample and it's, it gets bigger than, you go to the Drake, the Coles or whatever, like that's a bag, bro. Like that's a bag and a placement for you because that's co-production. But
sure, you could even do like yourself, because I know you do the thing on the gram all the time. You could actually, and I remember we talked about this before, like actually having your own website to where you do like the videos and just showing people certain things, like, yo, this is how you stack your drum. Like for people that's trying to do beats and they just don't really know where to start. Like, all right, if you got this machine, this is what you do if you want to stack your drums, or if you want to, this is how you make your snare sound like this. You know what I'm saying? Just doing certain shit, because it's a lot of producers that's up on a higher scale that ain't doing that, and they probably could do that, and that's a whole nother source of income that they can, or revenue stream that they can be pulling in. Or even if you create a YouTube page and do it, like, yo, I got the JR Swiftz YouTube page. the same shit y'all see me doing on the gram is basically here, but it's extended.
Right, and that's what I'm taking all the ideas in. Like I said, I pitched that sample pack to my mans because I want him to get a bag, and being in that he's even more low key than I am, I was like, yo, like I be the face, and we talk about percentages and all that later.
Yeah.
But obviously he get a bigger cut because he composed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which I don't have a problem with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get your bag. You know what I mean? For me, and I do a drum kit or whatever, and we sell it under our brand name, and that's even the tutorials, like I even do that. Like people always ask me all the time, like, yo, what to do to get your drums hit a certain way.
You got to, man. I do it because I be hoping. I be wondering that he keep doing as long as you just go ahead and put that shit on YouTube or, like I say, create your own site, and that way you just put your videos on there. And now you have it set up to like Google Ads or something to where, you know what I'm saying, there people come there now they clicking on the ad or something because it's in relation to what your site is about or whatever. And it's the same shit with the phone. You talk about it, show up in your feed. Like, you should do that. That's just a whole nother, as opposed to like, damn, now you selling beats, and on top of that, you selling kits on your drum kits or whatever. Or then now you got tutorials just showing people like, yo, this is how you do this for your beat if you want your sound. Because you always talk about mixing your beats too. Like, I need to. You be talking about shit a lot of producers just don't be talking about. Like, they just do the beat and that be it. But you be like, yo, I'm trying to figure out how to mix my beats down a little bit better or how to make my drums. So that just show growth right there.
Oh yeah, definitely,
you know what I'm
man. It's the fact that, and a lot of that too, bro, is me overthinking everything, overanalyzing, and I gotta slow down. That shit gonna hurt me in the long run. Honestly,
that's artist in general.
Yeah. Yo, but it'd be crazy because, when you as a producer, when you make a beat, quality is key. So that quality kick drum. So you get it from a drum kit. So that'll be Ilmon, that'll be Marco Polo, that could be Apollo Brown, that could be Crisis. Whoever, list goes on, right? Those, for the most part, is going to be quality drum sounds. You know what I'm saying? So it starts from there. If you have quality sounds, you don't have to do much. You don't have to do a lot of EQing. I have beats where I literally didn't EQ anything because it sit right in the mix.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And even for recording as an artist, if you're an MC, if your mic, you got a good quality mic and your levels, your settings is on point already, you probably don't have to EQ nothing because you already paid.
It's already there.
It's already there. 500 plus or 300. Well, you're gonna say 500 plus on your microphone. You got a premium. What's the wrong interface? So if you're using like an Apollo, RME Babyface, and those are like $800 interfaces right there. So if you got that and you know how to mix a little bit, you know how to mix your vocals, you be straight.
If you know how to make do with what you got, you can do it with the cheap joints too, and just for real.
Yeah. So it's all about what you want out of your sound. Some people like warmth, you know what I'm saying. Some people like clarity and like nice and crisp. But for me, I like warmth. Like, it's something about that analog, warm kind of sounding joint.
Man, yes. Me and DDT talk about that all the time. Like, just and that sound from analog, man. It's just it's different. It's super different.
Right, yo.
You feel it actually.
That's
way different.
That's a fact. Actually, bro, it's I think my next beat tape. I'm gonna drop it in the wintertime. I dropped Ebony and I dropped the ball on Ebony. I apologize. I dropped the ball on Ebony. And I gotta stop doing this. If I don't feel the beat tape, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna put it out. And I didn't promote this beat tape as much as I should.
You just wasn't fucking with it like that, but you're like, fuck it, I just go ahead and put it out anyway.
It was one of those, I'm gonna just put it out. I wasn't feeling it. But like when I did Corner Bodega, I was feeling it. When I did 98, I was feeling it.
Oh, so, 98 was nasty.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. So if I'm feeling Corner Bodega too, it's an analog. Well, let me ask you this before I get into that. How you feel about automated mastering services?
Um, I feel it goes to what you were saying. Like if they got those settings where, like you said, if it's like you like I say you prefer the warmth when it comes to like the sound. So if it's gonna give you that to where you can automatically have it set to do that, then cool.
Right.
But
So
if it make it sound like thin and like cheesy, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like nah.
right. So it's this joint that I found out is all analog mastering, bro. Automated analog
Damn.
mastering. Yeah. I think for I'm trying to think. I can't remember the exact numbers. I know $20 is a song. You know what I'm saying? You can pay $20 per
Yeah.
song. $50 a month, I think, is for a certain amount of songs. And then if you're trying to do a whole album, I think it's $100. And it sounds dope, man. So I think I'm gonna go that route when like far as like mastering. Like I try to do the master on my own. But for this, I think I'm gonna do it the analog way. If I decide to do
Some of the best albums
yeah.
like was done in analog, man. Like Fantastic Volume 2,
Oh
Voodoo.
yeah.
Like man,
Mm-hmm.
this is you know that difference. It's like this is you feel like I say you feel it. It like it hits you in your chest.
Yeah, it's another level of low end that's there. Like thing in terms of mixing, right? So you have a kick drum, a snare, hi hat. We're gonna go bass. We're gonna keep it plain and simple, right?
Right.
Or even I'm gonna throw the sample in there too. So you think about frequencies. So in the sample is already a bass and all types of elements in the sample. So you're gonna cut out you're gonna cut out the low end so the bass can sit. So then you got your kick and you got your bass. So those are low end. And typically like around 20 hertz, that's like super low end that you're not really going to feel and hear. You know what I'm saying? I would say feel. It's definitely there. You just, you can't really hear it. That's too low in the spectrum for you to hear. So you have people say, yo, cut out 15 to 20 hertz or whatever, and possibly do the same in you could possibly do the same in your bass lines and make it tighter. But for me, if I'm EQing or something, I'm cutting out that low end, that super low end in the kick, so that way it gives space for the bass. But in analog, it's like that extra level of low end that, if anybody who ever produced for the ASR 10 or MPC 3000, NBC 60, NBC 60, 62, ASR X, all those analog gear, it's a different level of low end that's there. So I love analog, bro. Like if I could just have my room just with analog pieces from the MP to the well, my pops got the ASR 10, but he ain't trying to let it go. So with the ASR 10 and even I want to say reel to rails, even using a rail.
Ooh. Yeah, you taking it back with that.
Yeah, reel to rails, cassette tapes, all that. Just getting that sound back, man.
Damn, man, it said reel to reels, like
Exactly.
Yep, man. See what you just did right there. That's what I'm saying. Like tutorials, YouTube, or like more so your own website, pretty much. Cause do you got one yet? Cause I know we talked about that too, like off air, and we was like saying like, yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get one soon.
No, for the most part, no, I don't have one. I need to. A lot of people even asking, yo, do you have a website for beats where I could go and check out? I'm one of those dudes, man. I tried everything. I tried selling beats on SoundClick, then I ain't like it. SoundCloud didn't like it. I had it Beat Stars. I didn't like it. I'm just one of those dudes. I like working with artists.
Yeah. No, that makes sense though.
Right. I just like working with artists, and either we make a dope record or a dope EP or album.
And it's
Or
more
if
exclusive.
yeah, so that's me. Like when you get a joint from JR, you know you're getting top quality shit. It could be super raw, but you know it's top quality. You know what I'm saying? I try to treat my beats with, you know, with just like, nah, these like my kids right here. I ain't letting my kids go to any type of daycare, and that's why
You ain't about to have them out here looking wild, dressed all crazy.
facts. That's why I don't work with everybody either. You know what I'm saying? Because from past experiences too, when it came to Bred, I had a situation with that.
I remember that.
Yeah. That situation was nuts. I was like, so,
yeah, I remember that turned you off. Now you're like, no, I'm cool, man. I'm straight.
Yeah, I you know, all money ain't good money, but it was just, you know, people would ask, especially now, and especially even further down the line, they're gonna ask you with more like, yo, you know, what's the price, and you know, I shoot them on price or whatever, but I gotta feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't.
It gotta be genuine.
Right. I can't just shoot my beats to anybody because Brad is presented to me. It's like, you know, even for yourself, I even spoke about this on IG. I was like, yo, you know, you may hear something that's fire to you, you know, you have an ear, but it may not be in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, my beats is not for everybody. I got beats where are drum loops and loop samples. I know that's the way that's going right now. You still gotta have an ear for that. You know what I'm saying? And I got joints where nigga, you gotta rap your ass off. You gotta rap because I came from the cloth of, you know, I was raised under certain producers and I watched, you know, from being under Knox, being under my pops.
You gotta bring it.
Bring
your A game.
Right. So looking at Dilla, looking at Black Milk, studying Black Milk, studying Dilla, studying you know, from Q-Tip and even to Dwelly, to whoever, man, that, you know, I really, you know, rock with. I had to bring it.
That's funny that you said it, because like Black, like that's the shit he really be on. Like they say Dr. Dre do that a lot too. Like he'll have you say some shit over and over, just like a certain word or a certain line, just to perfect it. If you go back, it was a joint called The Setup that Black had did with Fat Ray, which they don't even got that joint on the platforms though. If you got the vinyl, you was lucky. If you got the CD, you was lucky, but it ain't nowhere else. But it's a joint on there called The Lookout that I'm on. I got the last verse. And the first two bars, I say critically acclaimed. And he made me say that over about maybe 10 times just to get it right. Like when you literally like critically acclaimed, I don't even remember the different type of ways that I said it, but I know he had me do that over just so it can hit right on the beat. I'm like, I don't get it, but I understood later. You know, as I started recording more so on my own, like, okay, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I understood the vision. Like, yeah, that clarity of like the words. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And on top of that, you had to rap your ass off.
Yeah, it's exactly. So, you know, people be hitting me up, and it's like, man, I gotta pinpoint who I'm gonna work with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will hear it. You know what I'm saying? For the artist, you will hear this joint like, yo, this nigga JR Wiggin. You know what I'm saying? And you get the beat, and then I'm like, I bet I expect you to pen some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And then I get it, I'm like, nah. And it's not even being funny or like, oh,
just like this just ain't my expectation.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not being funny when people be like, oh, damn, you ain't trying to work with me. This, that, and the third, like, you a funny nigga. Nah, nigga, I'm not funny at all.
That's what make you a producer, though, too. Like,
right.
You actually, like, that's where you start coaching. Like, nah, if you could say this like this, or I would do this part like this, that's what a level up is at, too. Because there's a lot of niggas that just do the beats, but they not really producers, though. That's where the difference comes in.
Right. So, you know, I'm going to speak on this, my homie B-Dot, right? When we did the project, um, we got the joint on there called The Usual.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? He was talking about, how, the everyday shit that niggas go through, like how we talk to women, this and that, right?
Uh-huh.
So he had did a hook, and I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't really feeling the hook. Now, mind you, I ain't never been in this studio with my bro at all, nothing like that. So I'm doing all this virtually through the phone and just hand records and chopping it up with him. I'm producing, I'm saying, on the other side.
That's a skill. that's a skill.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's having that ear and knowing like, I bet. So now say it this way, or do you know anybody that could sing or whatever? So he did. He told me I sang the hook, and I don't know if you heard the project yet, or if you did, or
I heard the what is it, the Grand Rising joint?
Yeah.
That's the joint I checked out, and that was just based off y'all promoting it on IG. I haven't had a chance to really see with the project though yet.
Man, like listen, bro.
That
like,
Grand Rising is nasty too. The way he says something, it took us something. I'm the greatest conscious rapper, or something like that. He said.
Oh yeah, he was like, who would imagine I'd be the greatest at conscious rapping?
Yeah.
Right. So, bro, I think, like just whenever we finish or whatever, whenever you got free time, definitely check out that project, bro. Like it's 7 songs, and this is one joint in there called Brothers, and I told bro like he needed to make like a mini movie to this joint, and just how it was structured, just how the conversation. Yo, like you definitely got to check that joint out, bro. Like it's definitely one of those, and I'm super proud of the record.
It sound clean from like just that joint alone. I said, damn, this shit clean, man. All of this beat is like it bring me back to what we was talking about with the mastering and shit, making sure it's right, the certain quality of it.
Yeah, like that's that time, that effort. That, like I said, that's 3 years in the making.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? So. And that goes back to working with people that's like-minded, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got a project. That's why me and Doc got a project. Me and Dove. And man, I just wish, bro. Like, I wish me and Dove able to get back in the booth and put out new content. I think we able to make. Definitely now really make waves because of the different time, the different era.
Let me tell you, man, he brought, what was the joint we did? The 31-3, he brought that shit to life. I was like, oh, okay.
I still play that. I still play Metal Letter to this day.
It's a sleeper, man. I'm telling you, that joint, every joint on there. Not one joint where I was like, because we hit them from different angles. Like we gave them raw, but at the same time we gave them like what we could do on like a more polished end too.
Right, exactly. And it was clean, but it was still dirty at the same time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where, we. I don't want to say struggling. I'm not gonna say struggling, but that's where. Now, Dot is figuring out, content is everything. We got the content, but the level of people that's listening, is not the same. Where 3 years ago, hell, even a year or two ago, you know what I'm saying? At that time, like you said, when we dropped Metal Letter, it was anticipation with a lot of music. There's no anticipation now because everybody's dropping a project.
Literally surprising people, like look, I got a project out. You didn't know, so this is crazy.
But that could wear and tear on the artist drastically. Because
I tell people, man, don't fall for that. Like you always hear people say, well, shit, you a music artist, your job is to put out music. It's like, yeah, but where we're at in this time, the problem is it's a lot of artists that feel like they have to consistently drop when there is no demand. So you tiring yourself out doing this with no strategy, and you think you gotta sound like this, sound like that. Well, they need this, and it's like, nah, they don't. If you drop it and they not really gravitating toward it, or you ain't putting no dollars behind it to get them to and I don't even say dollars behind it because that can fall into like a boosted Facebook post, and that really ain't shit because that's just basically you put it out the first time, they saw it and they fuck with it, but you just figured, well, let me go ahead and put an extra amount of dollars behind it to boost it so they could really see it and really not fuck with it. It's like, no, I'm gonna just keep seeing it and I don't want to fuck with it. It's like, if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. It's still got to be genuine at the end of the day. And it's like it's really about just building that base, man. Like, just the people. I still believe in that one fan a day, strategy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at least one fan a day is a start. It helps because that's a person that's going to really fuck with you. Like, they're going to fuck with your brand, as opposed to, well, I'm trying to get everybody to hear it. And yeah, people will see it. You might have thousands that might see it and they might be like, oh, cool. But then it's like, let's say of those 1,000, you split that down in half and it's like 500 of them that really, really rock with it. Them the fans. So it's really about just building that. Just really building the fan base that's going to vibe with the music.
That's a fact, and that's where some people feel like, too, if you don't drop as much, or if you don't drop every month, you can get lost. And you can get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, nigga, I just be lost in.
Right.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I can say about, even with West. West, last project he dropped was Hilla 6. That was October. Yeah. Now it's June. Well, he's dropping his project in July. So from October to July, you know what I'm saying? That's
a decent window now for nowadays.
Yeah.
Right there, it's only about to drop every week. You know what I'm saying? Or every month. Like, man, you'll burn yourself out.
Yeah, so it's like, if you're going to record, at least record knowing that, I bet I got so much music in the stash that I could drop a project every month, but I'm going to drop this joint right here and then drop another. Like for instance, right, I'm gonna say, like Sky Zoo don't drop as often.
Nah, but when he do, you know what I'm saying?
When he do, it's crazy. So, what's the last project he dropped? It wasn't this year. It was definitely last year. He dropped
the beautiful something. What was that last project called? I don't want to say it wrong. What was it called? It wasn't The Beautiful Ugly. I want to say it was called that, but it wasn't. Let me type it in here. Sky Zoo album. That was 2018.
Was it Music for My Friends?
Nah, that was before that. That was like right before, in celebration of us.
Right.
Yeah, because that was like February last year. Some dope shit dropped out.
A lot.
You had Milk, you had Fonte, you had Sky Zoo. Some dope shit was coming out. I think even J-Rock might have been like April. I think
it was.
Some fire shit was dropping like that first quarter, but it's like crazy. Here come the rest. Everybody else just flooding the gates. You know what I'm saying? And it's like there it is. You forget about it easily. But that was his last album, The Celebration of Us, and now it was dope.
Right,
it was dope.
And he about to drop, him and P Rock dropping this year.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be crazy. So that goes to show though. I think this year been a slow start. Last year it was Sky. I think Sky started off. Then it was Jericho Jackson. Jackson.
Yeah,
then,
that dropped too. Yep.
Yeah, so it was that. I think Push dropped. Then it was Fonte. Then it was so many people, bro. I know I'm
gonna. Royce with Booker Ryan. Like a lot of dope shit dropped, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, and they doing some all artists that we normally take their time too, so they don't really just be dropping rapidly like that. So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to drop as rapidly as just people make it seem like you do. It's like, no, just take your time with that. People gonna respect quality at the end of the day.
Right, exactly. And then like far as like with this year, who dropped this year? I know Guilt dropped.
Yeah,
it was Guilt. You can say Conway dropped. You can't get everybody's food.
Benny just dropped.
Benny dropped.
It's a lot already. we in quarter 3?
But that's what I'm saying. It was back to back last year though. It was a lot.
We're about to be in third quarter. Yep.
Right. Like a lot dropped within January to maybe April. A lot of shit had dropped.
Mm-hmm.
This year, it's not a whole.
It was quiet. It's been quiet the first time. Now people are starting to, because summertime here, but it was quiet for a minute.
Yeah, but that could be a good thing too. It could play in your favor as an artist because nobody ain't dropping. Bad.
It's quiet.
It's go time. So right now, because Zelda is running.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is running right now. So it's like Benny. No, well, I don't say that. Con set it off. I believe it's Conway set it off. Then Benny, and then West about to drop, and I believe Con about to drop again. So that's
they on fire, man.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's like that right there. And then nobody really know who else is dropping. You know, so
because they know promotion behind shit. Like they just dropping and they promoting after, which is smart. But it's like you can't really sit back no more. But like, okay, we see that so and so dropping this month, and so it's like you just gotta go with what your gut tell you. Really, at the end of the day, because you just don't know nowadays. It's like, and then people that fuck with the music, they get fickle. So it's like it just ain't no telling, man.
That's a fact. And then finding that window to where I'm gonna drop. You know, where and in what month and day am I gonna drop this record? You got to. So that's really the only promotion that you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, think ahead of time, like, all right, so I'm gonna drop it this month on this day, and then you start promoting after.
Right.
But it's not like, all right, it's gonna be a single, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be. I rarely see videos nowadays, bro.
Like they out, but it's like when you do sing, you're like, damn, they did a video for that. It'd be already been out for like a couple months or some shit. Like,
so let me ask you that: is videos a lost art nowadays?
I don't want to say it is because there's some dope videos out. I think we just at that age now to where we just don't really be having the time to consume videos. Like maybe for the younger folks, they probably literally sitting in front of YouTube or watching it on whatever, you know what I'm saying, or hooking up the Chromecast or something, watching videos. But for us, maybe nah. Maybe I guess like once you get so many more. But then again, it might be. I don't want to say a lost art because clearly people still shooting videos, they're getting them put out. But it's so much content to consume out here. It's like you got to be like, where am I going to have time to watch a video? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which could make it not a lost art, but make it. Damn, I'm trying to think of something else other than a lost art. To where it's just like.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much a demand. Yeah,
it's less of a demand. That right, exactly. It's like, yeah, people still gonna do videos, artists still gonna get them done for their singles or whatever. But it's like the demand ain't there. Where people just like, yo, man, we gotta see the video for that. But at least on this side, like for our age range, like for in your spot, even like for cats that's even older, it might even be the. But see, if you look on YouTube, them videos be getting so many views, and they be like, I know on one end it's because the video is dope as hell, but on the other end it's like literally it's probably just so people can go in that comment section and go back and forth, like for real. As far as music videos, so yeah.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things, man. Like, you know, is it? Huh?
No, I was gonna say, and that's where I'm at with it now. Like, my mind could probably change, but that's how I feel about it now. Like, it's not as much of a demand for like videos today. It seemed like,
man, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't want to sound one of the like them old ass dudes, but I miss the days of old videos, like a Hype Williams video.
Yeah.
Bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's people doing them, but like you say, it's just not, the demand ain't there. If you can match the demand up with it, then yeah, it could be like that. And then we got so many different ways now that we can watch the videos. It's not exciting like how it was where you gotta be in front of that TV at a certain time when that video come on. You literally gotta be watching shit when 106 in Park was popping. Like, you literally gotta be watching that to catch the video. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's the days that I missed. But everybody got fucking ADHD and they mind hair and then head and head all over the place.
You could do so much on your phone at once. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man.
That multitasking, like you running your business on your phone. That's literally like what I do. I run my business on my phone, bro. Like I clock in, and then I come home, I'm clocked in again.
Yep. It don't stop, man.
Nah, or even being at work clocked in, like, all right, so there's no customers. All right, I'm on my phone.
Let me squeeze this in. That's what most creators get a lot of they creating done. Probably at work, like during a slow period or something. Like, all right, let me try to get this done. Because I know when I get home, I'm probably be too tired. Or, you know, if I do it when I'm home, I'm going to be up late as hell trying to get this shit done. Because I know the next day I'm back at work and I ain't going to really have time to do or dig into it like how I want to. It's crazy, man. Like you said, these phones now, they become our offices for the most part.
Yeah, but I respect it, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I respect the growth of how when we was dropping music, but I don't think it's as funny as it's not as fun.
It's not. It feels like a job. And I think that's for only people that might be having fun is some of these kids that's probably like not signed to majors. Like they probably having fun with it. Because they easily just put it out. They don't care about getting it on Spotify like that. They like, all right, let me get this done. Let me drop this on SoundCloud. And they're going to show me love. I'm cool. I'm probably rock some parties or whatever, rock a few shows, and I'm good. It's like once you step into that realm with a split sheets getting involved and paperwork and metadata, all that type of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just, that's where the fun kind of become a little jaded about it. That's where the fun kind of leaves.
Right. So it's like, it becomes a headache. That's why for me, it's like, I want to keep it half and half. Like, I kind of see that, damn, I got to make sure, I still get paid. I got to make sure, funny business going on. But it's like, man, like for me, I just want to come home and create music.
You probably at a point now where you need a team.
Yeah, or even a damn manager to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like handling business, financial situation by myself, that you could get, it's gonna get crazy. Like I said, for me, just making sure that I gotta get off my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna work with somebody, and they may be corny as fuck, but they might have a buzz going. All right, let me just work and see how that goes, or build this person up, and you know what I'm saying, this could be an artist, build them up and put joints out together.
Exactly.
Or
that's how I be working too a lot of times, man. We seen it with shit. Look at it like a YG and a Mustard at the time. They was putting them joints out. They had the whole project together.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's just for me, I just need to make sure, you know what I'm saying, all my ducks is in a row from, sampling, make sure I'm set on this. It's going to be back and forth between, packs and actual samples. You know what I'm saying? I know what comes with both. I know the headaches. I know all that shit. And then moving forward with the business, handling my business, have a set price, or if this person has a budget, let's work on some things. And, you get what you want, I get what I want.
Right.
And then even on a major scale, like I make sure I'm getting my bread on the back end, and make sure them royalty checks coming in and being cut and
absolutely
all that stuff, man. So it's not fun. It's really not, bro. Like it's really like going from a teenager to a fucking adult. That's how I feel.
That's a good way to explain it too.
Yeah, that's a good analogy to put it, because when we was running it, like I was working with an artist, like I said, with you, and then with Dove, I was working with artists. I wasn't even worrying about chasing placements. I was just like, man, I just want to create. And then I was a producer's producer. I was putting stuff on SoundCloud. So then it turned from that to I got my first placement. Then it's like, all right, now I want more. Like,
oh shit, it's real now. I can get another one.
Right. So that's what opened up my eyes. Like the Elzhi shit opened up my eyes, and that's why I say, that was my first placement. Was my first placement on wax. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn, like I connected with two of my favorite artists. And
damn near back to back.
Yeah, damn near back to back. And it's like, okay, so it's real. Okay, so that's how I knew I had to give. for sure, like that would solidify. Like, all right, so like Swift, like you definitely, you know what I'm saying, a force. You know what I'm saying, like
No, that
you,
make perfect sense.
right,
It's that realization where it's like, all right, I may have not doubted myself, but I may have just been like, all right, like how you say, I just want to create. I just want to create, but then you create, and again, the universe now it's like it's putting, all right, you want to create, but now here goes some people that you can create with. Now the universe about to test you, like, you ready? You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And yeah, and it's gonna have that piece to where it's not as fun. But once they start flowing in, eventually it's gonna circle back around and when you having fun with it again.
Right. So for me, it's making sure,
You just
like
going through a period now where you just learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, school ain't never really been fun. The socializing part about it has been. That's
right,
what it really is.
exactly. But you know, unless you got a goal in mind, some people go in there like, yo, I want A's and B's. I'm trying to get to
Yeah,
a top level PWI, or you might go to HBCU. But you got some people that was like, nah, I want to go and socialize. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go and link with the homies, and that's what it's gonna be. And you got people that's like, yo, fuck school in general. So
yeah.
it's, you know what I'm saying? So for me,
That's
it's
the
like,
game. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. So the game is for me now. It's like, all right, I'm in classes in session. I'm learning, and I can't allow myself to be like, damn, like, bro, this is being overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I,
the beautiful and the ugly.
yeah, for sure. Like I said, when I was using, like, say, like the joint that's on West, one of the joint on West project, the Batista joint that I collaborated
Yeah,
with the homie Motif or whatever. Um, I don't want to get caught in between, and this is where I like working alone. You know what I'm saying? No, it was no dissing, nothing like, it's no dissing, nothing like that. Just being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I fall through, I fall through dolo.
yeah.
I felt
Not because of somebody else.
right. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, yeah, not even to that sense. It's just I don't want to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yo, you know, I
Well,
bet.
this only turned out this way because technically my man's, well, really everybody kind of looking at you. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, nah,
right,
man, you was a part of it. You know?
right. So it's like, nah, like, if I'm gonna fall, let me fall by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I said 30 minutes. We covered a whole lot.
Right. You know what
Shit,
I'm
man.
saying? Nah, it's all good. I'm gonna wrap this up, like, because I know it's gonna be a lot for you to chop up and shit, but it gives you content though.
Yeah, hell yeah. We got a lot. Remember I told y'all that shit. I only get about like 30 minutes. We covered a whole lot. But that's real. Like I said, this has got to be a conversation. I never, let me stop doing the intro as a part of the conversation. Let me just separate that and just, so that way it can just be more natural, man. But shit, tell them where they can find you at. And tell them the project, man, that y'all just dropped. Because we've been talking about it. I don't think we ever really said the name of it.
Right. So anybody listening, you know what I'm saying, when you drop this joint, anybody listening, the name of the project from B Dot and myself is called Coming Forth by Day. Seven song EP. It's fire. Cover all types of different angles from, you know, from his life to consciousness, everything. You can find him on IG. It's B Dot the God, and it's underscores separating the name. You can find me on the real underscore JR Swiftz, and on Twitter it's JR Swiftz, and for him it's B dot the God. There's no underscores on Twitter.
Yes, sir. Y'all make sure y'all check out them them Instagram beat video clips he be dropping, man. You go with it, man, for real. I be looking forward to them, for real. Like, you got another one? Did you do another one? Just to listen, like, just for the enjoyment. You see, I don't even be asking. I was like, don't send me nothing. Just let me just look. Let me just watch. Let me just watch. This shit is dope.
Word. Nah, man. But yo, I appreciate you having me on, bro. That's real.
No doubt. I think I'm gonna call this episode "Return of the Bearded Gawd." Yep.
Word. We gonna drop this joint, man. You think about dropping it?
Hey, I get in my zone, man. They mess around and come out the very next day.
Word, man. Yeah, just let me know, bro. Like I said, I appreciate you. And just hit me, bro.
For sure, man. Y'all know the website. You know, I don't really drop the socials all the time. The website, www.leadingthelegendary.net, and search name tag Alexander across all social media.
Let me live out my dream. Let me live out as what I intended to be. If you got me, then I can probably see. Well, my success is not what you expected to be.